In 1919, a 15-foot wave of molasses tore through the streets of Boston, moving faster than a person could run. Buildings were crushed, people were trapped, and within minutes, an entire neighborhood was consumed. This is the story of the Great Molasses Flood, one of the strangest disasters in history. It started with a storage tank. On the Boston waterfront, a massive steel tank held over 2 million gallons of molasses used to produce industrial alcohol. It was owned by the United States Industrial Alcohol Company, and it sat just feet away from homes, businesses, and busy streets. But there was a problem. The tank wasn't built properly. Neighbors had noticed it for months. The tank would creak and groan, leak molasses through its seams, and sometimes drip so badly that children would collect it in cans. Instead of fixing it, the company painted the tank brown to hide the leaks. On January the 15th, 1919, without warning, the tank burst. The sound was described as a deep roar. And then a wave of molasses over 15 feet high surged into the streets at nearly 35 miles per hour. Everything in its path was destroyed. Buildings were knocked off their foundations. Train tracks were bent. Horses, carts, and people were swept away instantly. Some were thrown through the air. Others were caught in the thick, sticky flood, unable to move, unable to breathe. This wasn't water. Molasses is dense, heavy, and incredibly sticky. Once people were caught in it, escape was almost impossible. As the temperature dropped, it thickened even more. Even rescuers struggled just to move through it. By the time it was over, 21 people were dead, and more than 150 were injured. The city was left coated in molasses. For days, Boston smelled sweet. For months, the harbor remained stained. Investigators later found the tank had been poorly designed, poorly tested, and dangerously overfilled. It had never been strong enough to hold what was inside it. This wasn't just an accident. It was a failure waiting to happen. No storm, no warning, no way to escape. Just a tank that never should have been built, and a flood that should have never happened.